their little group. They were very, very close-knit, and you know, there's a lot of enthusiasm in both sides, and I think Greg McLeod realises how important this last quarter is, and I think we're going to be interested in some of the other scores as they come through, because rumour has it West Cricket are doing very well down at Richmond Prison, but we haven't got a score from there at three-quarter time yet, but certainly will be interesting. So about to, well, there's a bit of...
Sorry, I'm just doing a bit of coaching.
Yes, I can see that.
I noticed that, Eric.
It's players, yeah, a lot of movement of players, and there we go, the siren has sounded, umpire has the footy, and umpire Hooper puts it in the air. Well, Ray Robertson doing the ruckwork at the start of the last quarter, but it's Justin grabs it on the left foot, kicks to centre half forward, and Daryl Jones has been paid a dubious mark, shall we say?
I reckon he was trying out for the Olympics, mate, in the gymnastics.
Yes, Daryl Jones, a diving mark at centre half back, and saved today for North Geelong. Well, terrible kick, he hasn't got that too well, but it's over the head of players in the centre. David Gibbs, he can't quite get to the drop of the footy, and finally it's Paddy Burns who flicks it out. Timmy Gardner picks it up. Well,
he's in trouble.
Eludes a tackle, but gets caught with the second one. Lockwood, he gets to the footy, chips it out there to Daniel Gibbs. Well, Daniel Gibbs pushed in the back by Stein on that occasion, and offhand, it's very, very close to the boundary line.
Is it Stein or Steen, Eric?
Someone said Stein.
That's something you drink out of, Eric.
Well, his father used to be Steen when we played together, but however, the ball has been taken by umpire Hooper. Half forward flank for North Geelong. Robertson in front, can't get a clear tap away, and finally offhand, the ball has been forced over the boundary line. Almost in front of our broadcast position here.
I think it's got to come from Russell Hearn and Big Robbo here, Eric.
Well, they've got a lift, don't they?
Yes. I think Lockwood too. He needs to be under the packs a bit more.
Well, Ray Robertson gets a tap toward the goal for the North Geelong side, but Timmy Gardner to Wolferton, and Thomson clear the ball back to the centre half back position, and young Oakley, very good body work there, takes a strong chest mark, ball dropping almost vertically. Oakley of Thomson, well, he hasn't hit it too well. That wind must be playing tricks out there, because he didn't hit it too well, but in front we've got to be higging into the Bruisdale Menzies as Thomson takes the mark. It's a better kick, a lot of penetration towards half forward flank for the Thomson side, but good defence by young Friars for North Geelong. Forces the ball to the boundary.
Anderson should have taken that.
Yes, I think the big fella, he was head and shoulders taller than the North Geelong boys. So ball thrown in, half forward flank this time for Thomson, comes to ground. In there is David Gibbs, he taps it to Hearn. Hearn tries to run away, he's tackled, ball comes to ground, he's pulled it back in, and again, the umpire's reluctant to pay that today.
At least they've been consistent, mate. That's the main thing. I'd hate to see them start to play something at this time and with the scores as close as they are now.
Yes. Well, actually, what they've done today has been consistent, whether it be good or bad. The decisions have been consistent. The players know where they go. Ball thrown up, comes to ground, and stacks on the mill once again. And, well, I think umpire Hooper will have to do it all again. Still half forward flank.
She's a slog right at the moment, Eric. One of these sides are just trying to break the shackles, and they're working very hard, both teams.
No change to the three-quarter time score. 7-10 North Geelong. They trail North Thomson 8-6. Ball now at centre half forward for Thomson. Again, a pack has formed there, and umpire will move in.
We've had 5 ball ups in the third quarter, what, in a minute?
Yeah, with 3.5 minutes gone and no score, and the ball probably hasn't moved much more than 50 metres. From that throw up, Timmy Gardner tries to crash the pack. He's tackled. Russell Hearn, very strong in there. Ball comes clear. Daryl Jones running onto the footy. He can't pick it up. It's loose now. It's only 20 metres from the Thomson goal. The handball's come out to young Anderton on the left foot. He's gone bang. And young Brett Anderton has kicked his third for the day. And that's the first goal of the final quarter. On the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, North Geelong 7-10-52. They trail Thomson 9-6-60. How important the goal is that, Laurie, into the breeze?
Well, it's a very important one, Eric, and that's probably the biggest margin of the game, isn't it? Hasn't been much difference between the two sides all day.
Certainly, it might have got to 15 to 16 points North Geelong's way in the second quarter, but no, you're right.
Very, very important. North Geelong have to find a little bit right here and now.
We'll see how much they've got, because they really need to hang on. Ball thrown up. Robinson against Justin. No clear winner. Wolferton does, bury down under the pack, gets a quick hands out, tries to find Costello. He can't. North Geelong get possession, and it's through, I think it's Gibbs. Gibbs pushes it down. No clear possession again, but the Thomson boys start to clean it up. Ball comes through, and it's through Sakita. He tries to get it clear. He can't do so. Hearn chips in, gets a quick handball back to Sakita. Sakita looking downfield into the sun. The hand goes up, and no clear possession again. But there has been a free, and it's been paid to the number 32, and that's Mickey Rowe. Rowe, deep in the forward line, between half forward flank and forward pocket, right in front of the members' grandstand area. Don't know whether he could hit it from here, but he's obviously thinking about it.
I think he's waiting for Angelkovic to get down here, Peter. Oops, said.
Well, that was quite smart play there, because everyone waited for the big fella from North Geelong to go down. Daryl Jones stood his ground, and the
tip took a long time to get to him, though, didn't it? Oh.
What's he look like?
Like Dale Morrison's about 6'2", bearing down at full steam. So Daryl Jones could almost make a hero of himself here. He's 40 metres out, 45-degree angle, and used to like kicking goals. I tell you what, he has kicked another one. A magnificent goal, Daryl Jones, and that's a team lifter for the North Geelong side.
You know, I just wonder, Laurie, North Geelong stalwart played hundreds of games, thousands probably. I wonder how many goals he's kicked from there, whether it's been in a game or training.
I'd say, but look at that kick. That would have been quite a few.
I think that would have been bloody sausages and mashed potato for him.
So on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 8-10-58 North Geelong. They trail Thomson 9-6-60. Other three-quarter time scores, East Geelong 7 goals 6. Trail West Cricket Footy Club 13 goals 6 at three-quarter time.
They're gone.
Werribee Central's 15-14 lead. Corio 11-13. Belpost still 13-10 lead. Belmont Lions 9-5. And Bannockburn 13-8. They've got away from Anarchy 9-4.
Ball back to the centre of the ground, being pushed out of the centre. Costello takes it, but it looks for Cowan's leading up the ground. He can't do so. Jones has gone back now after kicking that goal into the back line. Tries to get clear of Cowan's. Can't do so. Cowan's pops it onto the boot, but he thinks he's kicked a goal, but the little tubby guy, the little lookalike Dick Philpott in the goal square says, no boy, that's just 1 point, and 1 more point to the...
Mark Cowan's is trying to tell a goal umpire he kicked a goal. So it's 9-7-61 Thomson. They lead North Geelong 8-10-58 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. From the kick in, it's all Thomson. It's come back to Cowans. Cowans a handball to Maharis. He's looking for someone to give the ball off to. He's had a pot shot right across the face of goal. In good position there was Anderton, but he can't take the mark. And off hands there, it's gone over the boundary line. Out of bounds, 15 metres from the behind post. And Laurie, it's going to be interesting. We're all thinking in terms of Thomson having trouble here and East Geelong holding that third position. Now East Geelong are in diabolical trouble.
That's right. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, that's footy, I guess. I thought there would be an upset this week. I thought it was going to be Belpost.
Should be on at Baker Street tonight.
I reckon.
From the throw in there, the ball has come to half forward flank, and well, the free kick been picked out to Craig Wolferton of Thomson there. Probably a push in the back, I'd suggest. Paul Price coming pretty hard from behind, and now Craig Wolferton. I just wonder whether the trees are not quite as moving as much as they were, Laurie. Do you think the wind has dropped ever so slightly?
Yeah, it certainly has. It's dropped quite a bit, Eric.
So it might be to the advantage of Thomson. Well, Wolferton goes for a chip, and it's off hands, and the ball over the boundary line. Looks like a player behind the plate. Gibbs is hobbling around a little there too.
I think he tried to cut a lead off there and got put out of the play.
So there's a bit of an attrition rate here this afternoon. Players going down like 9 pins. We're 20 metres from the behind post, thrown in. Gibbs recovered miraculously, went to the tap in, and only comes as far as Wolferton. Gets it on the right foot towards the goal square. Cowan was in good position, but well, I think a great effort by Aaron Bradley there. Grabbed the footy, must have been called play on because he kicked the ball into the base of the goal post from 10 metres out and a behind to the Thomson side. 9-8-62. They lead North Geelong 8-10-58. From the kick in, enormous kick in there from the North Geelong side. 2 kicks and the ball is now...
they might be listening to us now.
It's ran past half forward. And Djokovic, long handball, but it's, well, it's too low. It's put his teammate under enormous pressure there in the forward line for North Geelong. And, well, 2 kicks, and the ball went from full back to 25 metres from the North Geelong goal at the southern end. And perhaps the wind hasn't dropped, Laurie, after seeing those.
The idea was right, just execution wasn't there for that handball. Here's a chance. I think it's a sausage goal.
Magnificent goal. The tap down was from Djokovic. It went to Russell Hearn, and Russell Hearn has kicked it along the ground from 25 metres out and has given North Geelong the lead. Well, that's the coach's goal. 9-10-64 is North Geelong. Thomson 9-8-62, and that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 10 minutes, final quarter. How important a goal that one, Laurie?
Very important, and more so that the coach has kicked it. Eric, he'll be able to lift everybody now. He'll be able to say, well, that's how you do it, boys. Keep working away. Follow what I'm doing, I'll be doing. Look, I think Big Dick will have to come around this end and blow, because the wind has dropped a bit.
I think it's starting to pick up again. The trees are starting to move.
So that was an important goal.
So, well, North Geelong, 10 minutes into the final quarter, have hit the front. Umpire with the footy, back in the centre. Robertson doing the ruck work, comes down to Paul Price. Just, well, he shrugged the tackle, which was high.
Well,
and
why in that case don't they, like, he blew it straight away. He could have looked down the ground. Lockwood, the ball was out in front of him and no one else was around it. Why wouldn't they have said advantage, play the advantage?
Blow the whistle might be the problem. So Paul Price in the centre circle.
Just kick it long.
With the free kick. The coach Walker has suggested kick it long. He's done just that. It's landed 35 metres from the full forward position. Offhand it's come to Costello. Costello for Thomson. Wide to centre wing. Offhand there it's Menzies. Almost tackled. Gets a handball to Timmy Gardner. Away he goes. 2 bounces. He's got room to have a third, but he puts it on the boot. The lead is Cowans. He can't take the mark at full forward, unfortunately for them. And Longstaff it is. He can't get clear with the footy. It's turned over again, and it's, I don't know what the free kick there was for. So the free kick is going to North Geelong.
I think it might have been a little bit of umpirial advice.
I see. So Dale Menzies had kicked the footy toward the goal area.
And I don't think it was Dale Menzies.
No, well he had the footy, so I don't think he'd have any cause to be going crook, but the free kick has gone to North Geelong.
It was a great opportunity for Thompson. I didn't quite see what happened here. It was
off in front, and Paul Price has infringed, said the umpire. So Gardner, the half forward, high there is Bradley. I'd suggest he's paid on, and
oh, he's brought it back. That's penalised the team.
Well, not only penalised the side, like he did play on, so it's a bad decision. He probably got the handball away before it even hit the ground, and that's good team footy. It was touched by the North Geelong player, but well, he took the chance and he's got away with it. I guess now there's nobody standing in the mark, so well, we're sort of waiting for Aaron Bradley now to recover the footy, because he's gone a long way back. Now he's got it. He's on centre wing. Kicks the ball long to centre half forward. Is Bradley the only player in possession there? Position is Darryl Jones, and Jones at centre half back for North Geelong has taken the mark. Now he's gone wide to the attacking side. It's a good kick for distance. North Geelong, little handball, shocking handball. So Sitko, or Sakuta should I say, has put the North Geelong players under a bit of pressure there, and Darryl Jones has have to come in and mop it up once again. Over the top to Djokovic. Can he get to
great play.
It's a head-high tackle in my view, but not paid by the umpire. Sakuta gets it to Darryl Jones again. Jones on the left foot. There's North loose in the centre. Russell Hearn has the mark. Sought to play on. Now he goes wide. Daniel Gibbs is out there. Takes the mark on centre wing. And North Geelong in possession. He's got, well, he had his brother in the centre.
Should have come this way.
A lot longer than that. Comes to McCarthy. McCarthy there for North Geelong. Leads in the race for the ball, but they've forced it over the boundary line. So
Loz, I think he really should have. He should have taken the time to bring it back through the centre half forward there.
Definitely. Look, fair dinkum, I'm puff watching this.
Good call, Laurie.
I mean, they're throwing themselves in these guys.
Absolutely. The ball half forward flank for North Geelong, and from the throw in, Ray Robertson, well, he's pretty astute. You know, punts with the left hand, he gets it forward.
Morrison off, Lazic back on.
So Greg McLeod bringing the changes. It's still only 2 points. 15.5 minutes final quarter. North Geelong 2 points in front. The ball in the attacking area for North Geelong. Timmy Gardner breaks the tackle, gets it across the ground. Maharis, well, he seems to be going half pace there, but he gets onto the footy. Now he has a bounce. Has a second bounce. Sid Jones is working pretty hard to catch him, but Maharis is not a bad athlete. Kicks it to half forward, coming through there strongly as Cowans. Back to Maharis. Now there's a chance because it's all Thomson there. However, well, again, Sakita probably a wrong choice to some degree because the footy has been given to, was that Costello again? And
was Costello and shepherded through by Michael Gann, which was a pretty unselfish play.
So, you know, again, unfortunately for North Geelong, perhaps Sakita, a fairly poor choice of decision making there of what to do with the footy. And on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 17 minutes final quarter, Thomson now 10-8-68 have regained the lead from North Geelong 9-10-64.
Eric, I've just seen Nick Maharis hit the ground then. He threw his heart and soul into that. He worked it very, very hard, and when that goal went through, he was so relieved and he hit the ground. As the goodness of that.
And I'm led to believe the GDFL have come into some money too, because the Wandering Minstrel for him, Ray Ettridge, has turned back up, and he reckons there's a couple of leagues that he can put on the table in Western Australia that the GDFL are going to look to buy.
So from the bounce down the middle, the ball has ended up, well, back in the middle actually, and Stacks on the mill. Paddy Burns diving on top of his opponent there, nearly rode him into the ground. So free kick to David Gibbs of North Geelong.
I like this next move, mate. I do like this next move.
Well, he should be on now. If he's fit enough to play, he should be out there now, Peter. It's Harrington, Kane Harrington, you're going to suggest?
I am.
Yes.
So Sakita there. The
good pass.
That's a great pass.
Well, it's a Sarkis. It's on the ground, and that's a magnificent lead. A very strong mark, and getting some advice there from Ray Robertson.
Haven't seen him all day.
Sarkis come off the bench a little while ago, I think. But I tell you what, he'll be a hero if he kicks a goal here. He's going to be kicking for a 50. We've been playing 18 minutes. And Paul Sarkis for North Geelong. Moves in. Well, it's not a bad looking kick, but he's drifted to the right, and unfortunately for Heng North, offline. So it's 9-11. 65. North Geelong. They trail Thomson 10-8-68, and that's 19 minutes final quarter on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
He gave that a good ride though, didn't he? He just offline.
So it's amazing. What was the difference the first time round? 5 points.
5 points.
And it's 3 points again here. So a very tight game, and well, they're sharing the kicking in. It's young Daniels kicking in this time for Thomson. Goes wide, and well, in front there is Angelkovic, strong mark, and Justin would need to be very careful. Almost 50 there, and well, this young man can kick a footy.
Probably a bit far out, wrong side of the ground. I think if he was on this side, he'd be able to hit the dot.
Well, the lead was from Sarkis again, but you know, the Thomson defenders absolutely looking for that, and mark taken there by Nick Maharis. Halfback flank goes wide to the boundary line. Big pack of players out there. Menzies, well, can't take the mark. Gets a handball clear to Gardner. Gardner out to Bradley, who's running. Little chip pass, and it's all Thomson here. Justin takes the mark, plays on. Kicks it on the left foot towards half forward in good position. Young Anderton, he's, well, should have taken that one, I'd suggest, but doesn't do so. Now it's on the ground under the players, and the umpire will come in and throw the ball up. Half forward flank now for Thomson.
You'd think that was only inexperience there, like Anderton against Darryl Jones standing toe-to-toe. You know, the height of Anderton should have seen him take an easy mark then.
You think so? From the throw up there, it's come to ground. Long
Put your body in, son.
Well, Cowan, well, he's run 40 metres the wrong way, and he's taken far too long to kick it. And magnificent tackle there by McCarthy. Now, what's happened there?
Got to go behind Mark.
No, I think
Mr. Cowans, I think, has
been reported, has he?
Well, he's going to have a rest anyway.
Well, yellow card, there's a report, is it not?
I believe so.
So it's a report certainly that would appear for Mark Cowans.
Not very timely either.
No, they can ill afford to be one short. It's 20 minutes final quarter, and the free kick
Longstaff coming off for the North Geelong side, and on comes Kane Harrington.
So the free kick is taken by Daryl Jones. He goes wide for the North Geelong side. Well, tap forward there, puts the North's advantage, comes to Lockwood. He picks it up, good tackle there by Billy. Coming hard at the footy there is Angelkovic. Good tackle, caused the ball to fall free. It's on centre wing. It's Timmy Gardner trying to settle a ship for the Thomson side. Takes the footy, runs past a couple, has a bounce. Kicks it to, well, he's gone right along the boundary line. In fact, a shade too wide because it is over the boundary line in the full.
I'd like to pose a question there. I'll catch up with the executive during the week. I noticed Mark Cowns was ordered off the ground, and before he got off the ground, the umpires had started to play. Would that mean that you've got too many players on the ground? Well, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
I would have thought so.
Yeah, so the ball deep in the attacking area for North Geelong now, and well, Andrew Aitchison more than happy, I think, to...
Corey Lock, that was silly.
Well, I don't know that it was intentional. I think both going for the footy. I think he's a bit stiff there.
I think they probably both sides need to settle down now. It's too close to call, and they really don't need undisciplined things
definitely not.
Meaning whether you're going to win or lose.
So from that free kick, Anderton has taken a mark on the half-back flank. He's tipped towards centre wing, and the mark taken by Mickey Gann for Thomson. They're just controlling the footy at the moment. There's not much up forward, certainly, so they're just around the boundary, and Costello again has taken the chest mark for Thomson, and he's played quite a steady game, young Costello.
Hasn't done much wrong.
Looking for options now, and Thomson certainly all running to the forward line now, and he goes long, kicks it towards centre half forward. Oh, high from the back was Bradley, can't take the mark. Emerging from from the pack with the footy was Daryl Jones. Has a bounce, realises he's got no one to kick the footy to, so goes back inboard. Ray Robertson gets it over the top there to
run.
A little chip to Lockwood. Lockwood now for North, has the footy. He's had a bounce, now he kicks it. Coming in from the side there was that Harrington, went one-handed, but great work there by Rowe of North Geelong. He's had a pot shot and has just missed, so a crucial shot there for Michael Rowe. He's second behind for the day, and it is a 12th for North Geelong. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 9-12-66 North. They trail Thomson 10-8-68.
I just wonder there, Laurie, whether a Succus and Harrington running up the ground, whether Lockwood should have actually just kept running.
Yeah,
he could have got shepherded right through.
Yeah, look, one of these things, Eric's Peter's about to go to bounce here, I think.
It's a free kick to Bradley, Aaron Bradley.
To me, I always wonder now, North Geelong have got a loose man. They should be spreading this guy around the forward line where they're going to kick the footy out.
Well, from the kick there, it's been touched off hands on centre wing, and we've been playing 23 and a half minutes. Can they get back?
Yeah, I agree with you, Laurie. Where is the loose man? The loose man's got to make himself really loose.
That's right. He's got to be out here somewhere. Just even if he just stands in his own, to kick the footy at him. You know, he can come out and stand here with the boundary umpire.
So the footy there has been forced to the boundary, and Thomson more than happy, I think, at the moment, just to push it towards that boundary line.
24-minute
one
mark.
player in their forward line, not one player above the centre.
No, so Thomson absolutely stacking the back line now. There's not a player forward of the centre line. So player then in Maheris, I think, looking for an Academy Award, and we didn't pay it, nor did the umpire. So, well, tempers are getting a little frayed in there.
This is probably good play from Thomson in bottling it up, because you really can't use your loose man.
Yeah,
unless he gets the hell out of there.
Yep.
You know, you can keep it bottled up, and 6 on 7's not going to make any difference.
Well, Ray Robertson gets the tap down, but he's only got as far as Timmy Gardner. And Gardner, he's a real worm burner. A lovely pass there, found Lazic in the centre of the ground. Now he's got to wait until players run forward, and there's Mick Gann has run forward. He's kicked it high in the air, but well, it's all North Geelong back there in defence, and Daryl Jones has got the footy, and unfortunately, he's found a teammate out there, but they've got to create something. North Geelong, start running.
This guy here's got he's going into the play again. That's no good.
So now, well, we're coming right across the ground. It's David Gibbs, and he's coming to nowhere. He's got no one to kick the footy to, and nobody running towards him. So he's got to draw somebody somewhere along the way. Now, well, he's going to have to stand. He fell over. Now he has another bounce. So it's just an absolute play, and he's found. It was David Gibbs to Daniel Gibbs.
Well, that was unbelievable.
It was. It was just
slow motion footy.
And Daniel Gibbs now on centre wing. We're in a time on. 25 minutes have gone. And that's a terrible kick off the side of the boot, and I'd suggest it's out of bounds. Offhand. It was very close to out of bounds on the ball. Terrible kick there from Daniel Gibbs. Certainly not going to score from out there. So the ball about to come in once again. Between centre wing and half forward flank for North Geelong. They're 2 points behind.
Probably 2.5, 3 minutes left to play, I'd say.
Not a lot. So deep in the forward line. Price has the footy, weaves his way through, gets tackled. And, well, he can't break clear. And not holding the ball, said the umpire.
Look, someone has to peel off that pack. Could be that number 9 there. Get out of the way there. If it comes out there, you're going to kick a goal and win the match.
No doubt about that. Next goal's going to win the game for sure. So from the bounce down, Thomson. Well, umpire called play on Robinson. Tried to handball to advantage. The Thomson players just throw the footy on the boot. Look for the safety of the boundary, and in front of our broadcast position have found another throw in. 27 minutes gone. Final quarter. From the throw in, there's a whistle on play. It's gone to Ray Robinson against Timmy Gardner on that occasion, and I'd suggest he needs to get it on fairly quickly.
He knows
He's gone for the big torpedo. He's got a lot of distance. It's going to land very deep in the forward line. Lassick gets it, kicks for the safety of the boundary line on the left foot, and has put it over. So it's in front of the change rooms here at Osborne Park.
We could say something like we've got ourselves a game here.
We've got the close one.
We have.
Out of bounds in front of the change room. The boundary umpire about to put the ball back into play. Almost every player in the forward half for the North Geelong side. Darryl Jones, he has a flying kick, doesn't touch the footy. And
we might as well all go down there. Go down, everybody.
Well, I think they're all now. There's not a player forward of half the half back line for Thomson. Up goes the footy. Comes down. Justin has it. It's packed up there. And, well, the umpire's call for it again. And,
I think this is pretty good play by North Geelong too. You look at the pack form, they've now formed a wall across, about 40 metres out. Thomson have got no one to kick to. They'll get the ball, kick it out, and it's going to land in a North Geelong hand, unless you do.
Well, good work. Timmy Gardner to Costello, and Costello found the safety of the boundary line once again. 28 minutes gone.
Time, old stage, that was the problem.
Time is running out here for North Geelong. They're 2 points behind, deep in the last quarter. Comes down. It's Russell Hearn. He's pulled off the footy. It's going to land, well, deep in the forward pocket, but Zitko can't reach it. And
I was going to say, I wouldn't be Zitko threw the ball away, and he's thought about it and gone and ran and picked it up now and thrown it back to the boundary umpire.
Well, that's a good move, because the boundary umpire now is on the 20 metres from the behind post, deep in the forward line. Ruck comes from behind, grabs the footy. The umpire has picked it out. It is the full back. The full back for North Geelong has the free kick. He's 25 metres out, 45-degree angle, and the siren has sounded. Well,
hey boys,
what have we got here? The North Geelong bench cannot watch. The Thomson coach is going out onto the ground. And
Nash, better hone in, I think, with a TV camera, I think.
Well, how important is this kick? Daniel Ruck. he's 30 metres out.
He doesn't seem to have much confidence from some of the boys on the sidelines here.
Well,
he's kicked it.
It's a shocking kick. It's gone through the goals, and North Geelong have won with the last kick of the day. Well, what a sensational finish to a very hard, tough game. Buckley's Entertainment Centre, final score. North Geelong, 10-12-72, have defeated Thomson, 10-8-68. And
well, my God, the ground is starting to rumble. I think I've got a sense that Dick Philpott's running out onto the ground. Unbelievable.
He's not running.
What a sensational finish. So, well, let's catch our breath. We'll go back to the studio for some messages, and when we come back, we'll certainly have Peter and Laurie with their summation of just a sensational game, a sensational finish. You're tuned to Geelong Radio, 100.3 FM, the home of local football.